All right. Now we're gonna discuss about real estate. I want to start introducing you to some concepts, some type of real estate. So, what exactly is real estate? Real estate has few properties that I'm going to mention, but really, real estate is something that you can improve on. It's a tangible asset. It's your residential homes, your commercial buildings, your retail spaces. So let me start from the fundamentals. Real estate is vacant land. Vacant land can be campsites, it can be RVs, it can be something, it can be a land, but to you, now that you're taking this training, you're going to find a business to do with that land, because land by itself can be, it's not a depreciating asset, but you have to pay for its cash, and it could just sit there for years and years and not fetching your cash flow. And you would understand that cash flow is one of the key fundamentals that we want when we are investing in real estate. So yeah, we talked about vacant land. There is also single family residence. Single family residence, you can renovate it, you can fix it. I mean, this thing is very, very easy. You only need, in the US, you only need 3.5% down to buy a property. In Canada, you need 5% down. So this is very, very easy to get into. That's how I started. And then we can move to duplexes and fourplexes. Anything below 5 units is still considered residential property. So you can live in one of your units and then you rent out the other units. This is very, very easy to do. Again, you can buy it with 5% down. You can probably do it like 10 times, but I'm warning you, don't stay there. Okay, you gotta try to get the next category, which is multifamily. You have to buy 100 units, 50 units, buy as much units as you can, buy more of those ones, and that is more called commercial residential properties. Okay.
Hi there, my name is Deborah Ojo from Deborah Homes. Are you trying to sell your house right now? I am going to be helping you to list your house to sell it for maximum profits. I am talking about professional staging. I am talking about exposing you to the over 1,000 agents that I have in my office. I am talking about exposing to the buyers that are already ready to buy right now. So if you are sitting on a buttload of cash, you need to be contacting me right now for a customer's marketing plan that is going to help you to get a maximum of your price. You need to be contacting Deborah Homes. Thank you.
Okay, so it's commercial because you get the commercial loan. It's seen as a business at this point. Again, you want to start to build your business. When you have a business, your business then funds your lifestyle. Remember the story I shared with you? You have a business, you buy properties, you collect rental income, and then it funds your lifestyle. The next one is retail malls. So we're talking about strip malls like places where we have McDonald's, we have Walgreens, we have different kinds of retail units. So you have retail tenants. So in this one, this is good as well. But don't forget that there are properties that we prefer. There are asset class that we prefer because of history. So for example, this retail mall was all shut down during COVID. So which means landlords were bleeding as well as the tenants, even though the government helped, right? But we just have to keep this in mind. So what the other one is retail single units. Those are retail mall but it's just one giant building, like the whole of Walgreen owns the space. So again, when you're dealing with those kind of tenants and you're dealing with that, once they leave, your cash flow and all your monthly income is just ceased. So we have to be careful of this kind of asset class. The other one I like to mention is storage. Oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. You wouldn't imagine how much people pay to store the things that they don't need. So I'm not judging, but what I'm saying is storage, having a storage space and just building, thousands and thousands of storages. People would rent this thing for $80, $100, $120, depending on how big it is. But this is now a business. This is real estate. This is an opportunity for you to make money. During COVID, this was not shut down. So this is almost recession proof. Another one that I want you guys to know is offices. Offices is very, very important. During COVID, though, it was shut down. Okay, so in the last 2 years, we have higher vacancy in offices than we had in the last 10 years. So this is something that you have to be careful about when you're trying to diversify your portfolio. Make sure that you think about all of this asset class to diversify correctly. And the last thing I want to mention is when you are investing in real estate, you have to make sure that you're creating wealth that pays you. Remember, you're doing this for money. You're doing this to make money. So make sure that the portfolio, whatever asset class that you're putting your money into, makes sense. Okay. We're gonna talk next about the properties of real estate.